Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the reset? Lots of concern, lots of worry, lots of conjecture, lots of lots of stress, I think, and lots of worry about a reset, an event, something big happening. I know YouTube down for a little while last night. A lot of people think that's a big deal. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not expert enough to really speak on it, but this whole idea of reset, and specifically this whole idea of really being worried about it, really being stressed about it, and really allowing it to take your peace and to take your tranquility. I've got to tell you, I don't worry that much about it. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm Pollyannish, maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. But I don't worry about it that much. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't know if it's number one in order of importance, but it's the first one that came to my mind. It's impossible, I think, for me to live any more frugally than I already do. If a reset happens or it doesn't happen, it's really not going to affect me that much at all. I've got myself to the place where, I moved out of the big house, got rid of the Land Rover, got rid of everything. And even over the past few months, got rid of even more things. So here I am, about as frugally living as is possible. If things happen really bad, I've gone over a year without a car, just a bicycle. And you can always afford the fuel for a bicycle, ladies and gentlemen, every time. I've learned what it's like to live and shop right in your local community. And I enjoyed it. You can work, you can live, you can shop right in your local community without a car, ladies and gentlemen. I did it really for about 2 years. And then I had just a motorcycle for another couple of years. So I guess maybe I'm not so worried about it because I've been there and I've done that. And when you live as frugally as possible, there's not a whole lot for you to worry about. There's not a whole lot for you to be concerned about. But be that as it may, that's not really my forte. That's not really what I do, to talk about things like that. But what if this reset or something, whatever it is everybody's worried about, what if it's actually going to be a good thing? Jeff, what are you talking about? Well, what happens when people get completely reset? They get completely returned to 0 point. We know that 0 point is a place of creation. We know that 0 point is a place of power. We know that 0 point is a place of divinity, sovereignty, and freedom. And what if this reset happens, when this reset happens, and everybody gets back to 0 point, maybe that's where the divine really wants us in the first place. Forget about the financial, forget about those type of aspects. Think about the spiritual aspects of it and getting yourself back to 0 point. Some of you that are listening to me today have just lost relationships and you're really sad because you're in what you think is a 0 point, and you're right. Some of you that are listening to me today are really sad because you've lost jobs or houses or cars and stuff like that, and you feel like you're at a 0 point, and you're right. But it's not a 0 point like you think it is. It's not a 0 point of emptiness. It's a 0 point of creation. It's a 0 point of potentiality. It's a 0 point of divinity, a 0 point of sovereignty, a 0 point of freedom. Because like my friend Magenta Pixie teaches and writes in her books, the 0 point is the place where you can rewrite the matrix to suit your own needs, wants, desires, hopefully those higher self desires, ladies and gentlemen. If we do get reset, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But we all need a spiritual reset. We all need a spiritual 0 point. So if things have happened in your life to get you to a place where you feel you're at a 0, you are. But make it a 0 that serves you. not a 0 that depresses you. Make it a 0 that encourages you, not a 0 that discourages you. Make it a 0 that allows you to lift yourself up, not a 0 that causes you to put yourself down, because the 0 point is the place of true creation. The 0 point is the place of true power. The 0 point is the place of true divinity, true sovereignty, ladies and gentlemen, and true freedom. Whether an economic 0 point comes or goes doesn't really matter that much to me, probably because I'm pretty close to living at that on a daily basis. Works for me. Works for me, and I'm so happy and liberated, and I'm just sitting here thinking about recent changes, and I'm so happy. I'm glad. I feel that I'm exactly where I need to be, and that's a good feeling. And even more importantly is the good feeling that you get of being exactly where you want to be spiritually. Yeah, we may get put into a 0 point. Yeah, life may have already dropped you into a 0 point. Turn that 0 point around. You really can't, because it's a 0. And that's the beauty of it. You can look at it any way you want. Make it work for you. Make it be something that's for you, something that make your 0 point something that's done for you, not something that's done to you. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge. This has been the Morning Mantra. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're the last generation of real humans. Make the 0 point work for you. And let's get busy.